everyone, and the button has been pushed. Hi.
Okay.
Hi. Welcome back to mlptg, the Bannermanes, episode 91, Bad Kieran. But what will happen today? That's for me to know, and you'll find out. As for what happened last time, Swift.
Last time on the Bannermanes, the party picked up from the shore, which we had seen Lucky's tortoise be laid to rest. The airship came back to gather us. Tangent and Thumbtack had a little berry picking adventure, and we set back off to Cafe and Hubby's cave so we could get back on our designated route. Stop paying for extra gas. We made it to Cafe's cave, finding 50 gold floated down to us from the heavens. And once there, we alerted Cafe that we had her egg. And she was more than happy. She was oh so happy. She pounced on the egg and she loved it. She thanked everyone. She even scooped up Swift and gave him a big hug and squeezed him until he nearly broke out of thanks. The party then joined her inside, where we caught her up on the reason we had first came to her cave before we found out about her egg. We had the sword that had been left in her cave. We informed Cafe and Scales about the importance of the sword, which we believed to be the one of the four horrors, the significance, the danger of it, and the importance that it remains there in their cave, guarded and untouched, especially by their kobolds. They were in complete agreement. They were happy to see us, of course, as we just did a huge favor for the both of them. And Scales even repaid us by giving us a little bit of loot, a little bit of some goodies that we were happy to take on our way. As the party was leaving, Cafe called Swift back. Swift fell back, and Cafe gave him a cryptic message, as brass dragons love to be all mysterious and cryptic, and she gave him a little vial of some lava-looking substance. And then they set back off. The party began their journey back up to Watsy, along the way having some fun, as there often is a lot of dead hours to fill with travel. Moon Planner tried to pass off his silver bit as a platinum piece, and the party had a good amount of time joking around and playing sides on that. Triple showed off his ability to fall from top of an airship and crater the earth without taking any damage. And lastly, the party Moon Planner and Triple were practicing their hide and seek when they stumbled upon an unsuspecting Jinx. Jinx had been stowed away on the airship, and as the pair were perhaps in their own rights suspicious of why she had been stowing away, she was taken back to the deck, where soon Swift was brought in to find Jinx with the rest of the party. She seemed quite out of sorts, quite disheveled, and he decided the best would be to talk to her in private with the captain supervising, to which Jinx revealed an egg that she had made with Swift, that she had ran away from Buckback and their organization just so she would not get rid of it. And upon this giant revelation, Swift and Jinx have started their they're planning. They have to exactly figure out what they're gonna do here. And everyone, well, they might know a thing or two about it.
As Swift and Jinx take off the gangplank, there is a tiny little shit's laugh that can be heard from the top of Fortuna's box. Oi! Look at him go! He's got him! Look at him! He's just losing his mind.
DM, where do achievements go?
Achievements I think are just above the chat bar there. BCS, a little medal.
Yeah, bottom right, the little medal.
Right. Thumbtack is kind of losing his mind at the whole situation.
Oh, there they are.
Yes.
It is making.
How do I find out like what they do?
They don't do much, BCS. It's just things. It's fine. We could work out achievements after session. How about that?
Speaking of achievements, is Swift gonna get one for fucking impregnating an NPC?
I think that might be one. I'll have to look into the
What excellent questions. I'll leave you lot to figure this out, and I'm gonna take my Kieran for a walk to stretch her legs and get some fresh air. poor lass being cramped on that airship,
Get me
hidden
off of
away
here.
for so long.
Now.
Aye,
Move.
let's go. Okay, we're going. Come on.
She's gurring lightly in her.
He gives her a little brush of her mane,
Yeah.
trying to help straighten it out.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough to placate the Kieran for now.
State to the Kieran?
Placate.
Oh.
Okay.
Calm down the Kieran. She seems to be pretty damn annoyed at Triple's reaction and Thumbtack's continued laughing on top of Fortuna's box.
I think placate is the
Placate.
pronunciation. Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
But Swift will opt to take her, and they'll just go for some walk and talk around Watsy.
As you guys depart the ship and start going into the city, past the point where you'd seen Ord, there is something interesting, immediately noticeable around the area that was not present before, which is the presence of a lot of ghostly folk. Ooh. Semi-transparent sphinxes of all shapes and sizes seem to be just kind of chatting and, going about business as if they just lived here normally. And a lot of the actual citizens, more or less, seem to be kind of generally avoiding them because walking through a ghost is pretty unpleasant. Yeah, they seem to be just, there seems to be a lot more ghostly activity in the area, that's for sure.
Well, that's, I guess, what I expected. Last we heard, they weren't quite as ready to go back into the necropolis, considering they were locked up in there as long as they were. They all need to stretch their hooves, don't they?
Indeed. And Jinx kind of like watching one pass by. Her ears flick up and you could hear it too. If they plan on putting us back in there, they've got another thing coming, says one to the other, and Jinx kind of like looks up to you a little bit, Swift. Oh. Interesting. Looks like you've caused some problems.
I think the trade-off of a giant dragon and a few hundred kobold is a fair, worthy trade, but I suppose we'll have to make note of this. Well,
You know what?
What?
I think Bellhop will start handing out pamphlets for the hotel.
Very nice. Just around the dock.
Yeah, it's just around the dock. Yeah, just get it. Just get the fuck out of here.
Oh, to the ghosts or to the people?
Yeah, to the ghosts. Of
Oh,
course.
base. You start handing out various pamphlets, and of course, there are a couple that seem. Oh, well, this looks interesting. I might take you up on your offer, Miss Bell. Hop, whatever you're named, and they kind of like look you up and down. They seem to just be kind of calling you that more based on how you look rather than knowing your actual name.
Interesting.
I know. Bellhops are still a thing. But yeah, you do get a fair few amount of takers. Over on the ship side of things, Captain is coming out of generally where he might have been after that interaction. And kind of like looking at you guys, who definitely seem like you know what's going on. So, did they tell you? And he's like looking left and right. No response.
Party?
Yeah, this suggests a party.
So what?
Kind of like rubs the back of his head. I don't know, you all look like you know what's going on here.
We just got here.
We know a lot of things.
Right.
You have to be more specific here.
I'll just keep me mouth shut. He kind of like adjusts a screw on the side of his chin just to keep it tighter.
Come on. You asked us, now you need to tell us.
Oh, and he walks off.
Guys, I think he's talking about the egg.
Wait, should I go harass him?
No.
Oh, that would be right fun. me, right? You just get him on. I'm gonna go find a cotton for him, eh?
Look, that Mr. Swift to push me down a giant cigarette once. I don't want that shit to happen again.
No.
What?
It'd be fine. Don't worry about it, oi.
Hey, don't you remember, Swift?
What'd I do? Out of
You
character,
pushed
of
me
course.
down a giant cigarette.
I pushed cigarette?
A giant pyramid at the end of the Wati arc.
I'm gonna have to come back to that one. Go back ahead.
Yeah,
In your interaction.
It's fine.
Thumbtack is looking so fucking smug right now. Come on, tell me, Ivy, what's a good prank to play on a Kieran with an egg?
I would not do that.
Why?
She might know hold person.
Do I look like a
Rude.
person to you?
It
Oh,
worked on you before.
No, it doesn't! He shakes his
Okay.
head. Right. If...
Might know fireball.
Whoa, I can dodge that one. That one's fine. Right. He seems to start concepting. Scheming, even.
Say, Thumbtack. If you had a kid, would your egg be small?
Oi! If I had a kid, there'd be other problems, wouldn't there? And he starts, he flicks his tail a little bit.
Oh, so you swing that way, okay.
No, I don't! No, no! And
Played himself.
he blinks and then he thinks, I'll prove it, you!
I don't think he has a chance to swing anywhere.
And you, just wait, you! And he flies off. All in a huff.
Where the fuck is he going?
He's going somewhere.
Hopefully not to bother an expecting mother.
Out and about in town, Swift.
Aye.
You see Jinx cast something lately.
What's that glow for?
And she flicks her hair. Well, people can't really know that I'm here. She brushes like her mane out of her eyes, and that's probably around the time when you notice that, like, as you guys are walking, she is actively avoiding people that might be walking close to you guys because they don't even seem to notice that she's there.
Aye. That does bring up good points. I guess you talked about being on the run. There's not really many places that you can be seen, is there?
And she kind of like shakes her head. Besides, illusion spells are annoying. She rolls her eyes.
I can still see her though, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, as long as I can see you then.
And she kind
You
of
know.
she looks like she's just really annoyed right now.
You still got a bit to get off your chest, or how might you? What are you feeling?
Yeah, and she kind of like she thinks a little bit, mumbles something, mumble.
I'd love to take you someplace where you could feel safe, but you'd know a little bit better about where that might be than I would.
She gets big old Kieran eyes. Maybe your ship? Blink.
The ship. Well,
With you, and she puts a hoof to your chest, and everyone else. But they would never let me on that ship.
Well, I wouldn't. I don't know about never. I think that though it would help if we came clean here. I think that's gonna earn you a lot of points.
Oh, Moonplaner would never let me on that ship. Did you see the way he was looking at me? He hates me.
Well, lass, it's a good thing that he's not the captain, is it?
So you'll protect me?
Of course, the mother of my egg. Of course, I'll protect you. Oh, you don't worry about that party. I've got it all under control. I'll give him a talk for you.
I would love that. And she clip-clops her little Kieran hooves.
He stands very proudly.
Yeah. And she smiles and she sways oh so seductively.
Now, let's get you a proper meal. We have a little bit of time. The ship will... From here, the ship was going to stray them, right?
Believe that was the plan?
Yeah. Oh, we've got time enough to grab a quick bite.
And she smiles. It holds
Now,
up her
put a hoof around her. Yeah, put a hoof around her just to stabilize that sway, right?
Yeah, exactly. And she lets you take her wherever you wish to take her for a bite to eat.
Would you like to go get some baked goods? I think I know what might cheer you up.
And then she looks kind of excited, and then she squints a bit. Is this a butt in the oven joke?
No.
Okay.
I'm far too that's not really my style.
Because if it was a butt in the oven joke, and she like whips her sway away from you, I'd be a very mad Kieran.
Well, it's a good thing that's not what that is. No,
and
no,
you,
no.
she pokes into your chest, would not like me when I'm angry. She like follows her hoof up your chest as she does that.
Ah, well, we'll see about that. But I don't plan on making you mad, do I?
I
hope
not. And she puts her nose up in the air. She's angry again, very moody, mood swingy Kieran.
I plan on putting a smile on that face, actually. So, if you'd like to come on, let's come with me.
She follows.
I'm gonna take her to the portal and to Bleakburn.
Oh boy, you're going there.
And
oh boy, no.
we're gonna go to Starducks. Because where else can we get a nice cheer up, a nice baked good, and a very cheerful griffin in an apron?
All right, yes. All right, you guys go to through the little teleporter that is set up, in the Bleakburn, and head on in the direction of Starducks. Now, of course, having left Dr. Andon in charge, he is still there, as expected. You guys kind of show up, open the door. I take it Swift opening for drinks.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. And as the doors open, you guys see Dr. Amden first, before he sees you. He's back kind of to the door right now. He seems to be like picking up some hot tray of muffins or something. He's just humming along. He's having a good time. Gunter and Dolan are running across the counter doing their thing. Says Gunter. What? And then he kind of turns around. Oh no. And then he sees
giving up.
he sees Jinx and Swift.